Hello, Internet! I am Tormazimnis, and welcome back to the Game Corner and another episode of RWBY Grimm Eclipse. I'm doing something a little different because I recently discovered that the Elgato Game Capture card has a camera function. So, because it has a camera function, and I figured out how to edit it to my liking, I can now show myself having fun with gameplay. This is amazing. I like it, and I hope you guys will like it too. Now, with that in mind, we have reached the final member of Team Juniper, my boy, Jaune Ark, and oh my gosh, is he so good. Let's dive right in. Now, combo-wise, if you have ever played Hyrule Warriors or Hyrule Warriors Legends, this guy will immediately feel familiar to you. Oh, and also, apologies in advance if I sound a little sniffly or sneezy. I've been dealing with allergies today, and it's not fun. But anyway, he will feel very familiar to you. His aerial, which can be followed up by either light attacks and then a ground pound, or just straight into a ground pound. Link, anyone? Clearly someone was taking inspiration. His two-hit combo hits all around him. What I like to call the Gale Blade, because it doesn't just hit everyone around you, it draws the enemies in, as you will see. His third attack is a multi-hit combo. This is useful for going up against a single enemy, especially if you've used his ultimate, because his ultimate, it gives him a power buff, and there are a few different ways you can go about it. Now, usually I go just strict power buff, no fancy things, but I'm going to go over each one of them briefly, and then I'll pick one or two of them to cover. Now, obviously, as always, you'll have to do challenges in order to be able to unlock each extra ultimate, as well as his second upgrade for team attack and heavy, and you have to reach level 10 to get, I think, best teammate ever, which, real awesome. That's one that I always pick, just because, hey, more buffs. Who doesn't like more buffs? As for which one we'll be going, I think the one I want to show first is one of his ultimates. Now, he has 3 upgrades to his ultimates. His base ultimate is 50% damage boost, which I tend to stick with because, hey, I like having my golden boy. But the other two, rather the upgrade of that and the other two, Deadly Leader, his battle cry outputs, increases damage output by 100%, and his entire damn body is burning red. And it tells us to grasp victory! References aside. Now, for this one, he goes blue. Well, actually, everyone goes blue, because this affects everyone on the team, not just him. He goes blue, and it increased everyone's speed, and everyone goes green and has their health healed. With this one, which, out of the 3, I would never pick this one. This one is useful for if you need to get around a bit more quickly, but I usually don't go for that because more power, and if you have a team that's operating well enough and everyone's in sync and whatnot, you don't really need the speed boost. Everyone knows what they need to do, and they know how to adjust to different situations in order to be able to help each other out and take down the opponents as quickly as possible. By the way, really wish they had a PvP thing for this. I probably stated that in a previous video. I still hold to it. Now, the one I'm going to go for is this, just to showcase him getting around. I won't be going for another ultimate after that, rather another ultimate upgrade after that for the next part of this episode, because honestly, I mean, if you want to go for 100% damage output instead of just 50%, by all means, especially if you're going through this whole thing by yourself. But personally speaking, as someone who has gone through the entire game on Eclipse mode, and it only ever really needed help with the final level because of that boss and all the other enemies that keep getting summoned in during the boss fight. You really do not need an ultimate upgrade. Now, obviously, we're going to dash and slash into enemies, and let's see, I gotta think of how I'm going to go about this. I'm going to say he'll have 2 ultimate bars, definitely heavy synergy. Of course, you always need to have more aura and more health. Those are things you always want to have on hand. As for the other ones, I'm not going to worry about him finishing his own team attacks because this isn't Horde mode, but you will see me using that during Horde mode because it is super useful to be able to finish your own team attacks. It does a lot to help cut down the number of enemies and keep things from getting too hairy. So I think what I'm going to do is go for the final dash and slash. Now for team synergy, he gains progress towards an ultimate whenever a teammate performs a team attack that has been set up by him. But, again, I never worry about that because he's friggin' awesome. Oh, and one more thing to mention about Jaune. He does not have a gun. Instead, he has this. Shield Bash! Shield Bash!
Oh, you know, we're just inside a
he moves nice and quick to bash into an enemy with his shield, and that leads immediately into a combo. I personally have not really figured out how to utilize it properly, but hey, maybe I'll see about doing that this time around, because it would be a disservice to him not to use him to his fullest potential. Now, fair warning, while I will be showcasing as much of what he can do as possible, most of what I'm going to be doing is going to revolve around Gale Blade spam just because of how good it is and how quickly you can gain ultimate with it. And I'll show you what I mean now. Sonic! He can really move! Sonic! He's got an attitude! Sonic! He's the fastest thing alive! Okay, I'm done. Which is good because the aura gave out just then. Now, check this out. Dude! I know you guys saw that. That was amazing. He got basically 1.5 ultimate bars with all of those enemies around him and a single Gale Blade. Heck the frick yes! And of course we've got more of these creeps showing up. You know, I really don't care for them. As you'll notice, his ultimate doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. It's really more for activating the buffs that help with battles. And of course, helping teammates is key.
Oh, I didn't screw up.
Man, Jaune is the ultimate fusion of support character and tank. Of course, this is just my personal opinion, but I believe it is a,
It appeared to be a creature of Grimm.
I believe it is a valid personal opinion.
Excellent work.
Okay, I'll just let these guys gather around for a bit, and these Beowulfs can't touch me because of my prowess with a blade. Jaune, you are so good. Oh my gosh, yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, because the Beowulfs all go directly for Jaune, this most especially is where I have to stick with Gale Blade more often than not. The good news is that, aside from the more powerful ones, of which there are clearly several, once I've hit him with the Gale Blade, it's like I don't have to worry too much, hopefully. Oh no, I need to get out. Quick escape! Now, would this be Sonic Speed from Sonic the Hedgehog or Mach Speed from Beautiful Joe? Because, oh my gosh, that series was good too. I really wish that they would have brought the entire series here to America, but they stopped halfway through, and that really makes me sad. And you can't find enough English translations, even across different languages. So, of course, I can't finish that series, which makes me super sad. Now, as you can see, I'm mostly kiting around these enemies and hitting them with the occasional attack. That's something I keep forgetting to cover with all the characters, the fact that you can roll into an upper. I really should have covered that with each character that I've done thus far, because you can roll into an upper with every single one of the characters in Team Juniper. Also, air dash into a heavy anyone. Oh, sweet! Team attack! And that dealt with all of them at once.
Oh, I didn't screw up.
That's interesting.
Should be able to reach an exit through these doors. Just turn the power back on.
Man, I would have had more chances to showcase this multi-hit combo if there were some Ursai spawning, but apparently that did not happen this time. Interesting.
Oh dear.
And here's the bomb.
And a very large bomb at that. Who would booby trap this place?
Booby bomb!
Okay, team.
Booby bomb.
Or the card it's attached to could possibly trigger an explosion.
Come on, give me my dust! Thank you!
Gather as many nearby dust crystals as you can find. Time is of the essence, but remember, calm. Right, forget that. Let's hurry.
Hey, I am hurrying. This thing's the one that's going slow, my gosh! Sonic Speed! Because I forgot to grab the dust. Actually,
You left in the card. Hurry.
the Sonic Speed buff is perfect for this level. My gosh, I can't believe I didn't realize that before! Time to move! And more dust.
There's no food left in the card. Hurry. Gather those dust crystals.
Uh-oh. You guys, keep away from me. Now, where's the next bit of dust coming from? There it is. Alright, now let's see.
Halfway there. Keep going.
Ah, the dust is down there this time. Oh man, this speed boost is so good!
Seems to have run out of fuel.
Just call me Speedy! Oh, except Speedy's got a red outfit and Jaune is blue. When he activates the buff anyway, but oh my gosh! Boom! You cannot touch what you cannot catch. This is so good.
There's no fuel left in
Ooh! An Ursa! Haha! I just wanted to do that a couple of times. Oh, I gotta go back there for the dust. Ha! That completely missed me. He whiffed it.
that car seems to have run out of fuel.
It's run out of fuel, and I'm going super fast. Well, I was. Hash! Ah. Well, looks like we're just about to the end.
You're almost there. Oh, it's getting close.
I don't know how close it can be considered, but okay. More dust!
Car seems to have run out of fuel.
Ah! I wish my allergies would leave me alone, especially since I'm trying to record. Ah! Sorry about this, guys. Oh, sweet! It's done. We got victory this time!
Well, I'm glad everyone was able to keep their cool and not explode. That would have made for an uncomfortable parent-teacher conference. Still, who set up that trap? And where in the world did the mutated Grimm come from?
Me and my terrible attempt at lip-seeking what Dr. RWBY is saying. Ha! The heck is that mouse doing there? That should not be there. Alright, well. That was... Oh, that's actually not what I meant to do. Now I have to exit this. Yes, I'm sure. Let's go. Come on. Let's move it. Thank you. Back to single player. Back to below the surface. Now we get to see what the other setup is like. Now this one is a bit more combo heavy. Well, not combo heavy. It's a bit more combo reliant, I guess you could say. Obviously, I'm not getting another ultimate buff. I could, but I really don't want to. Don't worry, guys. There'll still be plenty to see. For example, he's still going to have the team attack. He's still going to have heavy synergy. He's still going to be the best teammate ever. And this time, we're upgrading his heavy. He's having 3 ultimate bars. And apparently he still has 1 left after that. So... but most everything else calls for... Okay, I have no need of using this specific skill because I am the only person here, but I do not like leaving points unspent, so I'm just gonna use it. Screw it.
Oh, you know, we're just inside a giant hole in the ground.
Ha! Giant hole in the ground.
Thank goodness. Subterranean levels. This area has become even more dangerous since our last visit. So be careful.
Yeesh, this is dark.
He just keeps running around.
And figure right, you get it.
John has been one of my favorite characters for the entire series, so to see him have a more serious side, I mean, I get it. He's maturing as a person and as a huntsman, but dude, what happened to the guy who was so joyful? And you see how quickly I bop those guys, even with just 50% damage output increase. This is why I feel like I don't need to upgrade his ultimate at all. Because seriously, I really don't feel like there's any need at this point. I mean, he's already so good. And nope. Nope. Huh. That heavy attack wasn't really helping with spawning team attack stuff. Huh. Wait a second, I just noticed something. I think I hit the thing that allows him to finish his own team attacks. Actually, no, I shouldn't have. Did I? Okay, I don't even know right now.
Well, I got that move down. Not get back up.
And I just slowly draw them in.
Not get back up.
Na 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 na. Ursai. Wow. Okay. See, now I can start showcasing his 1-3 heavy. Rather, his 1-3 combo. Ow. Oh, dagnabbit. Now I've essentially wasted that. One smack from these guys and... Clearly, I was not being very smart there. I should have done more kiting and trying to do the 1-3 combo less. I want to go back in there and bop that level because I feel like that was just no. But I did have a chance to show the different builds, kind of, and you'll get a better idea of the second build when I do the Horde mode episode, which will be uploaded at the same time as this. So, that's it for this video. As always, if you enjoyed watching, please be sure to like and leave a comment. Subscribe if you want more. And it'll be somewhere, like, towards my face. And be sure to ring that bell if you want to be notified anytime I upload something new. And until next time, this is Tormazimnis signing off. Stay frosty, people.